What's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? What's up, Laura, Justin, Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers? What's up, guys? What's up? Um, just wanted to have a little fun, I guess. Have a little, ask me anything. Have a little discussion. This is my first live stream. Um, it was planned for Eric to be here, but he had something that he had to take care of that was way more important than some YouTube stuff. So, wishing him all the best. What's up, Robert? What's up? What's up? So, man, had a crazy couple of weeks. I do apologize for the lack of content. These past 2 weeks have been nuts for me. Yes, Robert, this is the after party, I guess. I haven't been able to be a part like I would want to, but yeah, had a crazy couple of weeks. Um my wife did have the baby. Yes, I have another beautiful baby girl. So shout out to me, I guess. Yeah, so with that, and I've been busy with my other job, I haven't been able to interact with my YouTube peeps as much as I would want to. So just on here, a lot of crazy music stuff that I had to take care of. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Marvel DC. It exhausting. When I tell you I haven't had a full night of sleep in 2 weeks, it's been very exhausting. But had to make money, right? And that's my I consider that my main job. I love playing drums, so any chance I get to do that, I'm gonna do it. So come on, guys, throw something out, man. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? Just throw something out there. Ask me anything. I will say, as you can see on the screen, if you do want to support the channel, I have not unlocked super chats yet. So you can do that via Cash App. I hate doing stuff like that. If I had a super chat, I'd be taking it there, but I do not. I want to keep doing this type of thing. So, yeah. What's up, Matt? Thank you, Laura. And I see your question. Do you think Ezra's comments are a little too late? In my opinion, Ezra is doing this for his upcoming court date. Yes, I think they are doing that because it's just all too soon. Well, not soon, but it's too sudden. Like, we just got word of how they were going to handle his whole, like, the three options that they had to handle this film with Warner Brothers Discovery. And of course, they went with option A, make that public apology. Went with the very first option, like we thought they were. And I mean, hey, it is what it is. I did say, I had been saying when I talked to Eric and, I was talking to my wife about it and some friends. I honestly think that this was his best option. He needed to say something before it became too late, especially. Here comes the train. The special guest is the train, guys. Uh, I know I talked to Eric about it, and he said in a video about it. Their only option was him to make an apology, or they put this movie out really quick. Just don't promote it with him, because if they would have waited, a lot of people aren't gonna go see this film. It's really hard to time when this train is gonna show up, but this is a live video, so um but yeah, it's it was a hard situation. And I said this, and I see my bro Ragu's in the comment section. He just said it the other day. That statement, that was pure publicity. All right, that was a statement that was given to him to say, because I don't think they care about what they're doing. Stuff just keeps happening. He keeps staying in the news. Like, the only reason this came out is because, and it was recent. Well, it wasn't recent, but he was just served, the court date recently. That's why it dropped in the news, if you get what I mean. So yeah. Let me see. Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers. He says, "Do you think Marvel shows would work in the Arrowverse?" Uh I don't know. That's a good question. That is a really good question. Chat, what do y'all think? Um, like in what context do you mean? Like just like crossover wise? Uh, I don't know. I would hate to mix the two, but I mean, if you want to go along the lines of doing a like Marvel versus DC, I'd be down with that. Like I was honestly thinking about that earlier. Like I would love to do something like that. I would love to see a Marvel versus DC type show. Not even it can just be like an hour special or something. Just something, something quick and cool like that. I would love to see that. But to see them constantly crossing over, or if Disney acquired DC and they started doing like that, I think Kevin Feige could handle it. I don't think Warner Brothers Discovery could handle it. If you get what I mean. I don't think Warner Brothers Discovery could handle it. Um Oh, okay, I get you. I'd see I'd love to see Spider-Man just like randomly show up in the Flash. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Just randomly show up on the Flash one day. Captain America showing up in Batwoman or showing up in Black Lightning. Something like that. That would be cool. Like think about it this way. We go back to the season 3 finale when we get the whole, backstory on Gravedigger, and he's just one of the soldiers, and he just so happens to run into Steve Rogers. That would be cool, in my opinion. That would be cool. Yeah, I was catching myself little by little. Yes, Ezra Miller is non-binary. His pronouns are they and them. I have to catch myself often with that because I want to treat everybody with the same level of respect that I would want to be treated. So, yeah, yeah, he is his pronouns are they and them. Everybody, I see a lot of people that miss that. Um, a lot of people just don't care though. So shout out to you, Robert. That very good catch. Yeah, I'm running on little to no sleep. So yeah, let's see if we are talking about crossover. Definitely, Matt. I think it would be cool. Like, I mean, we know they did it in the comics at one point. The amalgam comics. Just don't mash them together in live action. That would be weird because, like, who would play them? Which actors would, be the dominant one in the mashup? Now let's see. Justin Shields. What's up, Justin? ABC shows yes. Defenders no. Disney Plus yes. Okay. Hmm. I am making a Marvel versus DC show here on YouTube. The show is pretty messed up though. Hey, send me a link. Send me a link. I'd love to check it out. Send me a link. Do you see Paige's latest video where he hinted that Superman and Lois and Stargirl after their current season will move to HBO Max? Do you believe it? It, it's not really hinting, but it's pure speculation just because we don't know what this new streaming service will be. It potentially can happen. Like, I'm not knocking it. Honestly, I don't know what the CW is doing, like what Nexstar is doing. We know that the reason why Batwoman and Legends was canceled was because Warner Brothers Discovery didn't want to renew the leases on the studio space. Don't know if that's gonna happen with Stargirl and Gotham Knights and Superman and Lois. I don't know. Stargirl and Gotham Knights might be a little bit better off because, well, they are filmed in Atlanta. They're filmed in the USA. I don't know if the CW wants to gradually step away from Vancouver filming. We could look up and maybe in order to keep it on there to keep costs low, maybe we might end up seeing a different version of Smallville because it's filmed in Atlanta. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Uh, I don't know though because we know Discovery is absolving HBO Max. Discovery Plus, HBO Max will become one, weird streaming service. We know what their demographic is for, who their primary target audience is. That really messed up kind of sexist chart that they put out the other week. We know about that. It's just a waiting game, Justin. Honestly, guys, it's just a waiting game. I'm hoping for the best, but they've let us down so much since April. So much since April. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Uh Chosen Vader. How do you think 2 and 3 graphic novel will work for the Flash season 9 since the last season? Um, if I'm being completely honest, I don't want them to do a graphic novel. Just do one grounded story and write it properly. We know that shows can do that. Or if you're gonna do like different story arcs, Superman and Lois has been doing it. Batwoman did it well without, they did it without calling it a graphic novel. Don't break it up like that. Eric Wallace just has to learn how to write a cohesive story better, though it doesn't feel super segmented. The first season of The Flash did that. The second season of The Flash did that. Even the third season of The Flash. All these previous seasons of The Flash, they have written cohesive stories that didn't feel segmented, that weren't rushed. Season 1 is the greatest example of that. If we could recapture some of that magic, and just put it with a, series ending feel, I think will be great. We don't need to say, oh, this is graphic novel 1 and 2. How are you even going to do that with just 13 episodes? Like, I just want a cohesive story at this point, bro. Like, honestly, let's give us a cohesive story that's good, a little guest stars, here and there, not too many, just some, and I think we'll be cool. I think we will be cool. See, Robert Blake, the giant animation of the whole universe before Justice League War is the dream. And my absolute dream is the super connective universe of Batman, the Brave and the Bold, but doesn't even have to be him. Cool. That works. I loved the Brave and the Bold, by the way. That cartoon it gives you campy comic book vibes, but on an animation scale. And I love the animation. I love the voice acting. My favorite episode was the Flash one where Lord, I am blanking on his name. John Wesley Shipp. Forgive me. When John Wesley Shipp voiced Eobard Thawne, best episode for me. Everybody knows I'm a number one Flash fan anyway, so you should have known that. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Um, Laura, honestly, I mean, Daredevil's not all dark and broody in the comics. Like, that's what and I'm not coming at you or anybody, honestly, but seeing all of that on Twitter and all of the discourse and all the people on TikTok being upset, no comic book character is super super dark all the time. The people like that, just clearly they saw the Netflix show and they attached themselves to that. They're not comic book fans. Daredevil's not dark and broody all the time. It's literally a comic book panel of him making a joke because he was trying to play off the fact that he was Daredevil and people were accusing him of being Daredevil and he was playing it off as a joke. Like, he made fun of it the entire time. Like, Daredevil will joke. And seeing the lighthearted side to his character in She-Hulk, even comic book characters have layers. So, I mean, yeah, we'll see that we'll see the lighthearted side in She-Hulk. It's a comedy. I wouldn't want him to be all super dark and broody. But when we get to his show, he's going to be different. Even in Spider-Man No Way Home, he caught a brick. He was offering the legal advice. He wasn't sitting there growling the entire time. This is just another part of his character. And I wish people would just let it go. Not saying you, because I know it's probably irritating you, Lar. Like, you have great takes all the time. So I know it's probably irritating you. Stargirl, I can believe it. How it films and stuff is good quality. I could see it. And yeah, Robert, I can see that too. Because one, they have time. They really have time. That's why for this final season of The Flash, I have so much hope for the CGI and the overall like, what am I trying to say? How the show will look in general, from CGI to the cinematography and everything, I think it'll look great. They have time. They start filming next month. The show doesn't air until early next year. They can have a couple episodes, in the gauntlet, just ready to shoot out, if you get what I mean. So I have hope. Discovery demographic is Dr. Pimple Popper. It really is. It really is. And the crazy part about that thing is, yes, your target demographic for the CW and Discovery and all of that, it might be 58-year-olds, but that's because most people our age are, either streaming the shows or watching them on DVR. Who really has time to watch TV live? Yes, I'll catch some things live, but I have a job. I have 4 kids. Scratch it. I have 2 jobs. I have 4 kids. I have a life. I can't just sit in front of my TV. I'll catch my content the night of, after it's recorded. But none of us young people are really just sitting at home, just in front of the TV all the time. Like, nobody's just sitting there all the time. So, it is what it is. I would love to see an animated movie or TV show in this style. I think it would be dope. And in animation, you could do all the things that you couldn't really do in live action. So, what's up, Barry? Let's keep it civil. All right, let's keep it civil. Haven't figured out how to do mods yet, but let's keep it civil. I don't think Superman and Lois will get canceled. It's doing great for the network. I mean, Daddy Zaslav and all those other people. You know what? I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm keeping every expectation low. That's all I can do. Did I freeze? Am I freezing? I don't think I am. I shouldn't be. I'm plugged into my whatchamacallit. Plugged directly into my router. But no, Barry. I honestly can't answer that. My mindset is no. That and Stargirl should be safe. I hope. They might move. But I don't think they'd be going to the new merged platform. Just like I don't think any of the HBO Max shows would go to that merged platform. I think they just go straight to HBO. But who knows anymore? I honestly do not. Ragu, you are absolutely right. Also, remember, Stargirl was a streaming show which originally aired on DC Universe streaming platform, which was it came before HBO Max. So the possibility of it going to streaming can happen, but no confirmation. That is absolutely true. The only reason why it ended up on the CW was because DC Universe was trash and the CW bought it. They bought the show. They originally bought it to air it alongside because, during the height of the pandemic, they had nothing to show. So once they acquired it fully for season 2, that's how we knew DC was dead. DC Universe was dead in the water. Another thing that let us know that DC Universe was dead in the water was because they were airing that current season of Doom Patrol on both networks. So, not networks, but platforms, HBO Max and DC Universe, which honestly, it got more views on HBO Max. So, I mean, they make dumb decisions all the time. I have no hope for HBO Max. I'm just going to be completely honest. I have no hope. I have no hope for them. I have no hope for Warner Brothers Discovery. You would hope they would get their stuff together, but I don't know what to. I'm like, before April, I was rocking with them. After that, it just kept going downhill. If you've seen my tweets, you know. Chosen Vader. What villains do you want to see before the Flash ends? I want to see Reverse Flash, Zoom, Cobalt Blue, Bloodwork, and Godspeed. I agree. I would also like to see Captain Cold. I want to see the Rogues back. Somehow, some way, the OG Rogues, either it's via time travel or somehow they're back to life and they're evil. You know, make it make sense. But I want to see the classic rogues. I want to see this version, the most powerful version of Barry that we have. I want to see him versing his rogues gallery. Yes, I would love to see Thawne. OG Thawne, though. No offense, Tom Cavanaugh. We love you, but we've seen a lot of you. I want to see Matt Letcher back in a new suit, not the leather suit, a new suit made for him. I'd love to see Zoom back. I'd love to see Teddy Sears come back. I'd love to hear Tony Todd doing that voice. I would love to hear that. Cobalt Blue, yes, I honestly think that's one of the villains that may show up. Bloodwork, I honestly don't know how they're going to fit all that into the final season. They made those plans in the comics when it was planned to be the final season. Well, it wasn't planned to be the final season at first. So, I mean, they didn't know whether they were ending or not. They didn't know the episode count. So, however they make it work, bro, you honestly just made me very worried because I just realized it's a lot of stuff that they are trying to stuff into this season. You said Godspeed. I can honestly care less. Godspeed was a major disappointment, but he wasn't that great of a bad guy in the comics. Like I keep telling people, Godspeed's not a villain in the comics. He's more of an anti-hero. He ended up joining Team Flash, the Flash family, and died. So August Hart isn't that great. Yeah. He voiced Reverse Flash. He was the voice of Reverse Flash. So he has voiced Barry Allen, Jay Garrick, and Eobard Thawne. Vitro Matt. I think the graphic novels work great for Flash, but I think we need a 3 or 4 part event like Armageddon to wrap up loose ends in the Arrowverse, then have one big amazing story to wrap up the show. I'd agree if we had time and if we had a capable enough showrunner. I have faith in Eric Wallace, but I don't have that much faith, if you get what I mean. I don't have that much faith in him, and I'm just being completely honest. I do not have that much faith. Sorry, I was sharing this on Twitter. I'm gonna start doing these more often, guys. This is actually kind of fun, and it's better than trying to edit videos because that editing process is it's a lot. Let me see. Justin Shields. Would Marvel touch Punisher considering the real life controversy surrounding the character? If you mean by Marvel, do you mean DC? They kind of already did. I mean, not DC, Disney. God, I'm tired. They kind of already did because, I mean, Marvel and Netflix had teamed up. So they already did Punisher. Honestly, I think they could bring him into the MCU. I know it's controversy surrounding the character, but I mean, you can't shelve him for life. And John Bernthal was top tier casting for that role. So I would hope so. CW Productions, what's up, bro? It's all good. It's all good. Hey, if you guys seen my intro for my superhero stuff and my intro for my Teen Wolf videos, hit him up. Great work. Quality work. Will not disappoint. Hello, my friend. What's up, Mayada? What's good? Yes, Laura, I did. And it's honestly hilarious. But like I said before, of course it is. Because the daytime content, which is basically unscripted news, talk shows, Family Feud, stuff like that. Of course it is. That's all they're going to see because, yes, we may watch stuff live, like the age demographic from 16, 17 on up to like early 40s. We may watch that stuff. We may watch certain stuff live, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of these younger people, they don't have cable. They're streaming everything. So a lot of that content is only getting viewed in streaming. So of course their demographics are going to be kind of biased and only show it's older people watching. So I mean, I get it. It's stupid to go based off that, but I get it. Trying to see what's wrong with my headphones. Hmm. Can I hear myself now? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Testing, testing. Is my mic working, guys? Matt 642. Matt 642. Do you think Stephen Amell will make an appearance as Spectre, considering the cliffhanger at the end of the Earth Prime comic series? Uh, I would like to think that he would come back if asked. You know, I mean, he started this universe. The Flash is ending it. I I would hope so, but like I said, I don't think that these comics are even going to be considered proper canon. I would hate to think that way, but these comics came out. It was before everybody knew that these shows were going to be getting axed left and right. So, I do the Netflix show based on the Frank Miller run about. The Netflix show was based on the Frank Miller run, but there are lighter storylines written by Stan Lee with Bill Everett's illustration to the character. Yes, yes, yes. You are right. You are right. Hey, if you're not following my boy Ragu, you're missing out because he is very well educated, very well versed on all things comics and pop culture. He knows a lot. Speaking of which, has did anybody watch the Cobra Kai official trailer for season 5? That was freaking amazing. Like this seems like it gave me final season vibes. And like I am super excited. I love Cobra Kai. Now, don't judge me. I caught on super late. Like I didn't start watching until they were about to air season 3. And the only reason why I did start watching was because I needed something to watch during the pandemic. Like I was watching all of those old rom-coms and sitcoms from like UPN and stuff. I watched all of that and I'm like, I like martial arts. Let me see what this is about. I remember Karate Kid. I love this show. I I didn't want to catch on to the hype when it was a YouTube show. I was just like one of those people. I don't know why I was, but it was great. The show is great. I love it. If you're not tuning in to Cobra Kai, you're missing out. You and these Shrek memes and references. Anyone else drawing parallels to Netflix being the Nolan version of the character, dark and gritty, and this is a nice lighter tone? Yes, but did you see my video on why the suit's different? I mean, we know that the Daredevil show is going to be a continuation, but I always think of it like this. Daredevil ended with Bullseye being in the suit, causing all of that havoc, tarnishing the name of Daredevil, the devil of Hell's Kitchen. Matt reclaimed that title, rightfully so. So I mean, maybe, just maybe, he took this suit as like it's called Born Again. Maybe this is a rebirth for him. He had to rebrand himself, let everybody know, okay, I'm not gonna go around beating people half to death. I mean, he still might do that. Moon Knight was kind of brutal, so why wouldn't Daredevil? We might get those hallway fights. You never know. It's 18 episodes, right? We might get those hallway fights. But that's my theory. That's my theory. I could be completely off, but that's my theory. Why would you want two shows called Smallville? I know we have two shows called The Flash, but Earth Prime Superman wasn't really all that interesting, if we're being completely honest. So teach his own, though, I guess. Hello, hello. Why can't I hear myself? I think he's in like 5 episodes. Maybe he'll be in more now that it is confirmed to be the final season. Maybe something's happening behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know. Just optimistic thinking, you know. Canada crap. Wow. Yeah, man. I remember when my life was just sitting at home and watching TV. But I got responsibilities. I got bills. Does anybody else just hate bills? I hate bills. Like, honestly, I hate bills. They're so irritating. Yikes. This is a good question. Um, I honestly I can't remember any of the seasons. But I will say up until Negan started killing all those people, after he did that, that's when the show lost me. So anything after that point is, low on my list. Super low. I hated that. I hated the bait and switch with Abraham and Glenn. I hated that. I hated that with a passion. Abraham was one of my favorite characters, and unlike the book, Stephen Yun made you fall in love with Glenn. I hated it. But I will always be a major Walking Dead fan. Like when I started watching the show, me and my wife, we kept grabbing the graphic novels because we wanted to see what was different. We wanted to see what was different. So, hey, I got my source material. But yeah, anything after the whole bait and switch massacre, because how do you bait and switch people, but you still do the original kill? Like that was the dumbest decision ever for me. Who else agrees? That was a dumb decision. Let me see. Thank you, Canada Graphs. Thank you, Canada Graphs. I wish I was tech. Well, I am tech savvy, but like I said, I'm new to this. Okay, so I got to do it from. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Let's see. Mayada, that's completely understandable. You're in school. You can't watch a lot of stuff live. I get that. I completely get that. Um, that's life. If we want to be completely honest, man, that's life. So, I am currently adding moderators. Um, if you're lucky enough, you might become one. Nothing personal. It's just people that I interact with more on a daily basis. And as time goes on, as I grow my audience more, grow this channel more, I'll be adding more. I just want to keep these chats civil and whatnot. I don't got time for mess. I'm a 30-year-old man and I like to keep things simple and civil. Anthony Beltry, what's good, my guy? Uh, probably gonna go till around like, for the first stream, probably gonna go till around like 6:30. I literally just got a text message because I have to go do something. But yeah. So let's see, where did I leave off at? I might actually do another stream, later on. Lara, I'm okay with a different type of character for Daredevil. Most people are going crazy. That's just how toxic this community is, Lara. Like you know, that's how toxic this community has gotten. Like, uh, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Uh, Robert Blake feels like DZ. Bleh, I'm getting tongue tied. Feels like DC can't say they have any properties if they don't have the big three cast, but they could make them like big mysterious figures and get to them from lesser heroes and build from the ground. I had no problem with Batgirl. I had no problem with any of those characters. They want to focus on the big three. You literally have a whole offshoot Batman series. You still had Ben Affleck and you had Michael Keaton. So you still have Batman, and for them to say the three big franchises they want to focus on are Batwoman. I mean, not Batwoman. I wish they would have kept Batwoman. I love Javicia Leslie. Unhealthy obsession. They want to focus on Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Uh, are you? How are you going about that? This whole 10-year plan. How are you going about that? It's a lot of lip service, but we don't see anything. This whole thing started with a 10-year plan, and you left that whole 10-year plan in the hands of Zack Snyder. Now it's just a big mess. Like, honestly, your TV shows had a more cohesive universe than the films, and we were fine with that. I was fine with that. I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but I was fine with that. Had no issues. I wish the Arrowverse could keep going. Maybe Superman and Lois will do something different. Maybe they'll keep the same actors. Who knows? But one more season of Flash. About to cry for real. Let's see. Yes, Mayada, I completely get it. Trust me, I completely get it. And they still get your views, so that's all that matters. I know you were asking Canada Graphs, but it's still gonna be called the CW. At least for right now, they're still providing the content. They haven't said anything about a name change from the research that I've done. Not even doing the full takeover until the third fiscal year. So it's just a waiting game, Bear. That's all it is. Just a waiting game. I froze for a moment. It's this room. I think my Ethernet cord finally kicked in all the way though. So still working these bugs out. True. Maybe it's just gonna be a different personality. Maybe she'll be Louise Lincoln. But nah, it's weird. They're going into the final season and Danielle Panabaker is back merged in a villain. So eating doodles. Justin, what are doodles? I'd love to know. Anthony Beltry, my guy. What's good? B. Allen Hart, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. JK, I think you could squeeze in an Armageddon event into a 13 episode season. You could, but at the same time, like you said, Eric wants to use, he's gonna want to use multiple villains. I just want a cohesive story where Iris isn't like far away and it's not very, 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 very awkward like it was last season. Make it make sense. She doesn't have to be in Star Labs. She could just be at work, running this company that we're supposed to believe is so big and grand. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe I'm crazy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I guess it's just my headphones want to act funny today. I need a new interface. Trying to catch up. Anthony Beltry. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. Please, please, please share with me this article. I knew nothing about this. Is it gonna affect Cobra Kai in any type of way? I have to do my research on this, Anthony. I did not know this. I did not know this. I don't think I honestly I think Barry and her have solved their issues. She knows he's the Flash. I would love for her to come back. Maybe not trying to set up a weird love triangle like some people love to think will happen. Or some weirdos even want it to happen for some reason. I know it's on a network for teen drama, but Jesus, we don't need that. The man is happily married. He never really wanted to be with Patty anyway. They were better off as friends. She found out the secret. I didn't. Excuse me. I get to ranting and I cough. Choked a little bit. She found out the identity. She was cool with it. I would love to see her back though, and episode stint. She just shows up. Comes back to just say what's up, see what's going on. Maybe she's gonna work back at CCPD. Who knows? I wouldn't mind it. Uh, Gamer Man, what's good? What's good? Here's special guest Train again. T Bear, I can't wait for Born Again. Neither can I. Neither can I. I'm excited. I am very excited. I'm very excited. Charlie Cox, that's my Daredevil. Mainly because the only other one that I can remember, besides the early one, was Ben Affleck. If we're talking about Daredevil, I hope so. Yes, and I wouldn't even say weak. He just never got enough of a focus to be for us to know if he was weak or strong or not. I'll always say this. I'll always say this. It's weird when you're not the focus of a show. When you come on in a guest stint, you will never be stronger than the main character. I'll always remember the very first crossover with Supergirl and Flash. He really served no purpose in even being there. He didn't participate much in the final battle. He was the Wally, if you will, of that fight. He literally got knocked down and Kara finished the fight. It's the same way with Superman. At that point in time, Warner Brothers was never going to let him shine on the show. They just didn't count on Tyler Hoechlin being universally loved. Now, when I say universally, I mean by fans who weren't, for lack of a better term, Snyder cultists who only wanted to see Henry Cavill in the role. Henry Cavill's great, but so is Tyler. They're both Superman in my opinion. So I'd say if we got more time with Earth Prime Soups, we could see him be great. But of course, like in the Crisis crossover, when he can hold that heat vision, I'm like, you're going out of your way to show us that this will always be your main Kryptonian. But look at what happened. Now he's the main Kryptonian, and the only way to prove that is they have to put him on a different Earth. Now, it was so many ways around it. Crisis fixed things. It's the first one that popped into my mind. But hey, they did what they did. We're stuck with it. Yeah. Let me see. Trying to catch up. Yes, Mayada, we are in the Lance verse. You hate duckbills. Mercenary, what's good? I was hoping we would have seen Old Man Barry like we did in the comics in that episode that Katie Lotz directed. Perfect opportunity. Check out the early seasons of Walking Dead, Mayada. They're great. The early seasons are great. They're on Netflix. I am behind. Yes. Hey, I just want to stop here because me and my wife had this conversation. Honestly, I'm playing catch up with these comments, guys. I'm sorry. Honestly, I won't be watching it for the next. Honestly, the only shows I've got to watch next season are going well. At least in the fall, the only shows that I'm gonna check out is I watch Walker. I actually find that interesting. I'm gonna watch the spinoff because well, that trailer caught my attention. It was actually really good. I'm going to check out the first episode of well, at least the first two episodes to give it a fair shot. Series premieres, the first episode, the pilots, they're always so much better in quality than the actual show. So I'm gonna check out the Winchesters, even though that's gonna be a huge retcon for everything that we've already known. I'm gonna check that out. Um, All American Homecoming. I watch both of those, but that's literally it. Then we get into the winter premieres. We got Flash, Superman and Lois, of course, I'm watching Stargirl in the next few weeks, but I mean that's literally in like 2 weeks. That doesn't count for fall for me. Um, but like I said, in the winter premieres, we got Flash, Superman, and Lois. I am going to watch at least the first two episodes of Gotham Knights. Now, whether I stick with it, I'm going to review them as well. Whether I stick with it is completely up to how the show is and if you guys want to see it. I'm not gonna hate watch it. I'm not gonna roast the show, but I have no high hopes for it. I honestly don't want to, but I'm doing it because I want to be fair. I want to give my thoughts on it. It might turn out to be better than we honestly think it is. That's with a lot of things, but I mean, I don't have high hopes because, well, Naomi. Thank you, B. Allen Hart. I'm trying to step out of that comfort zone. Like I said, if you guys just joined, I do not have super chat yet. But if you want to support the channel, uh, if you have Cash App, that's the information. Of course, fans will be angry. Of course, they will. All around the board. That's just how people are. If it is, it's just going to be a news network. Vitra, what do I want to see in Stargirl season 3? Just a cohesive story, some great action. CGI, I'm not really worried about. I want to see what's going on with Sylvester. I still don't think that's the real Sylvester. That's very true. That's very true. You know, it's an unpopular opinion, but at the same time, I always said if they were, especially in season 2, if they were going to not focus on their main character, they should have just cast Wallace Day in the first place. I always thought Wallace would have been a well. She was a great Kate for the time she had in the role. She was a great KK. But they cast Javicia, and they were both great in their own regards. But being if we're being honest, it was an impossible decision to step into. You were going to get hate regardless. It was people that loved Ruby Rose hated that both Ryan became Batwoman and Wallace Day took over as Kate Kane. So uh lose situation, I guess. I would have loved you and me both, man. You and me both. Uh I mean, yeah, but we need to see how that night. I mean, I'm sure that night didn't change, but did the costume change? Did the circumstances change? We got to know all of that. If it was rated R, it wouldn't have been on it wouldn't have been on CW. Yep. Same. Same. Especially especially Blue Beetle. Especially Blue Beetle. Oh, talking about the doodles. Yeah. What's up, Citizen Tim? How you doing, man? You know, um I would love for the final season to be them all running together. I don't know if you guys heard that. I hope not. I would love the final season to be like all the speedsters running together. Trying to see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Oh yeah, you can. I would love to see this. Let me try to blow it up. I would love to see this. This is my ideal final shot of the show. I always thought it would be good to go out like this. I don't know what you guys think, but I would love to see that. I would love to see that. You meant noodles. Oh, okay, cool. I love noodles too. I can agree with that too. I can definitely agree with that. I agree. I'm tired of the banana. I hate that entire relationship, Laura. You know I do. Allegra and Chester, Chegra, Lester, Lester. That sounds wrong. That's stupid. That's really that's really stupid. Leave it alone. Why would they do that? I agree. Citizen Tim, the only thing with that is he's not a bad guy anymore. I would hate for that, character progression to be completely erased unless it's a time travel version. Yes, I answered before you joined in. I would hope so. In a perfect world, you would think so. I will be sharing them. Definitely will be sharing them. Victor. So are we seeing what did I miss? So are we seeing the end of superhero shows? How long do you think Supergirl and Stargirl have? I don't know, bro. It's a hard thing to gauge at this point in time. It's a wait and see. It's a wait and see. It's a wait and see. It's a wait and see type thing. Victor, sending something your way. You always been a good friend of mine. All right. It's a wait and see type thing, man. Yeah, I would love to see Brandon Routh back. Yes, as long as they stress the fact that Kingdom that we're seeing the Kingdom Come storyline that what happened because we know he reverted back to normal after Crisis, so he's back to being that Superman Returns, excuse me, Christopher Reeve esque Superman. Yes, he was. And I that's part of the fact that's part of the reason why they kept trying to make him so small and minuscule. He came in, he stole the show. Like I remember seeing the sneak peek clip the week the episode was coming out, and I fell in love immediately. I've been a huge fan of Tyler Hoechlin since the Teen Wolf days. He's a phenomenal actor, and just hearing him say "Great Caesar's Ghost" and just the fumbling, his Clark Kent clumsiness is great. Man, I'm glad we got him. Any version of Superman he plays, I'm cool with. I wouldn't say I get why they say that, but again, it's not his fault. That's just how they write him. They write him like that to pump up his female counterpart, which is dumb. Like I know he's not the lead character of a show over there, but it's what they do. Exactly, 3W Productions. Exactly. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, maybe they're reshooting a lot of stuff. Well, first of all, it's gonna be awkward seeing unless they reshoot the entire pilot because we're gonna be sitting there seeing a lot of Titans locations, and then boom, in the second episode, we're gonna be in Atlanta. I cannot. Man, it's a wait and see. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. You know what, 3W? I might just give it the five. I might just give it the 5 episodes. I might. I might just give it the 5 episodes. I honestly I didn't watch the last 2 episodes, and when I was about to, I had found out the show got canceled. So me and my wife just said, we'll delete it off the DVR. I hate finishing a show to know that it didn't get a final season. Now, the one show that I will say that I want everybody to check out is No Ordinary Family. It's a Greg Berlanti production. It was his take on superheroes before he took over the Arrowverse. Uh, it was great. I'm mad it didn't get another season, but it got a lot of episodes. It ended on a cliffhanger, but hey, will you watch other people hate watch Gotham Knights? Mercenary, I will, and you will see me commenting because I hate. I mean, of course, I won't like the show, but people are gonna hate watch it and talk about the actors. They're gonna be mad that Carrie Kelly is a diverse character. They're gonna be mad that one of the characters is trans. They're not gonna hate watch it to properly, to critique the show. They're gonna hate watch it because of the diverse aspect of this show. That's just how people are. Casey Walfall is an amazing young actress. I wish her nothing but the best. I wish she just had a better creative team behind her. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Interesting, and I'm glad that they don't have frenemies in every single one of them. Yeah, and then when they finally showed him getting all wrinkly at the end, it was too late for me, and it was super quick. Victor D. Chinchilla, do you have a favorite Cobra Kai character? Uh man, this is gonna be very cliche, but Miguel is my dude. I know he's basically the lead character, but ever since I've been watching Zolo, I love him. Like, as soon as I seen him, he was my fan cast for Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle. I'm glad I got that. I love his character. When he got hurt, I cried. Like that whole cliffhanger ending when his back was basically broken. I cried. That's my favorite character. Yes, I heard Zaslav was a Trump supporter. That's all I'm gonna say about that. A lot of stuff came out since he was making those statements since the investor call. So, how would you feel if Flash had a country as an antagonist, like the United States? It would be weird, and then people say things on the CW get too political. Yeah, that would be falling right into that trap. I don't think it's too late. Honestly, don't. But they did say they weren't adding to the cast, so I think that's how the show will end, with her being pregnant. I don't think we'll see Iris running around pregnant. Or it'll just be the beginning stages of the pregnancy, and then at the end we get a flash forward to when she's giving birth. No comment. No comment, Matt. My thoughts on people calling She-Hulk woke? First of all, they don't know what woke actually means. Two, they're mad because She-Hulk is getting a show. Three, they feel emasculated because She-Hulk has more control. They obviously haven't read it in comics. She always has more control. And they're mad because in that little clip, she smashed the ground and Hulk didn't. He's trying to teach her self-control. They didn't even watch that whole clip because he threw a boulder super, super far just on purpose because he got annoyed that she was showing so much control. It's like that in the comics too. If they want to get mad about stuff, pick up the source material. Pick up the source material. Like, I have comics all around this room. I have the source material. I hate when people do that. Yes, Anthony, I agree. Well, you would hope. You would hope so. You would really hope so. I wouldn't watch it. I'd write a strongly worded letter to Eric Wallace. The older one, it's basically not any actual like Bat women that we know. Yes, I've seen it, and it's actually very enjoyable. You know, that would be hilarious. No, I have not. Does everybody in the chat recommend this show? I'd check it out. Honestly, I don't really warm up as much as I should, which is why I'd be like cramping up sometimes. But I don't really warm up to anything. If I'm doing warm ups, it's rudiments, or I'm just hitting a pillow or stretching. Flash Freak, no problem at all. I'm going to be doing live streams more often, so hey, feel free to join in whenever. It has mid moments. So I mean, your opinion, I completely get that. I completely get that. He might. He just might. Who knows? Who knows how he's gonna do things if that happens. No, I have not seen Better Call Saul. Do not judge me. I also have not seen Breaking Bad. Those are on my list though. I'm not really a dancer, and I don't want to get. Well, I don't have it monetized, so that thong. That's all you're getting. I mean, you can already get that in a package deal, bro. Like that's really it. My brother watched Jupiter's Legacy. I did not, and it just felt dumb that Naomi waited till the very last episode to introduce the big bad. It feels like Riverdale Light. Like, it just take off the superhero stuff, and it would have been a fine show. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Kyle, yes, I saw that. If they would explore the multiverse, I think that would be kind of cool. Especially since his Bart was extremely different and a kleptomaniac and wore a hoodie and gym shoes, which I don't get how they didn't. I'll leave that alone. Early episodes had great Barry moments. I agree. Dude, that would be great. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see that. To see Dre Parker just show up on Cobra Kai out of nowhere. I would love that. Especially since his dad did that movie and his studio is doing Cobra Kai. Why not make it happen? You know, and this is just for every network. I lost so many shows this year on multiple networks, man. But I was calling it in the after parties for a while. I was calling it. It was time to cut. And after the pandemic, letting so much stuff go on for so long, it was time. Um, I'm going to give you a proper definition, not just the one I want to make up. But saying stuff is woke for the sake of diversity and stuff you don't like is stupid. It's basically an alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. So when people are calling things woke, they're literally doing the definition of what woke is, but they're not that bright to see that. So yeah, it's actually quite hilarious. I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. I'll look that up. I'll look that up. I'll ask Paige and I'll ask Eric as well. I wish we did too, but with the whole universal rights thing, you know how that goes. I would love to ask her what she thinks about how her character is, but yeah. I'll check it out, Justin. I'll check it out. I'm currently on my 120th rewatch of Teen Wolf, so I'm almost done with that. So I'll check it out. Yeah. 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 They made that show a grounded show, so I mean, they could have done more. We don't know what was coming. All we saw was the big skeleton dude, and he looked like he had powers. So no, I didn't. Is that the new one that just came out? It didn't really look interesting to me, but I'll check it out. If you recommend it, I'll check it out. I wouldn't say legacies, but I can see how you would go there. I wouldn't completely say that. It might be, but it might not. It's a wait and see type thing, man. Yes, I want to see that, but I am going to wait and avoid spoilers because my wife can't leave the house for 6 weeks, and she was really looking forward to that. The baby originally was not due until the 22nd, so this was going to be our last actual date night. But hey, other things have happened. You know, it's you see, Justin. This is the way I break it down. There are good West Island fans and good Olicity fans. They're not all bad. You just have the ones that take it too far. That's all I'll say. I, it would be cool if he was though. Like that would be really cool. I wish they could make it happen. They could figure out a way to make it happen. Thank you. Say it again for the people in the back. Yes, I wish that would happen with some of these CW shows. I think it might be. I think they might be neck and neck because renaming the show that was really stupid. First of all, I guess they wanted because I guess maybe they were mad people didn't know it was a prequel to Gotham. I don't know. That was just really stupid. Hellbound and Midnight. I heard about Midnight Mass. I want to check it out. I want to check it out. That would be hilarious. And the fact that this Bart would have no familial connection to him without because we don't know where this Bart came from. That would be hilarious. And we know this Bart has his own Jay Garrick. So uh maybe the kids. Maybe the kids. No, Justin, they didn't. They just saw stuff that wasn't there. It wasn't queer baiting. It's not weird for two female friends to just be friends. I mean, did Barry and Oliver queer bait people? Nah. You know, I don't put that past Derek Wallace Flash Freak. I think they will. But guys, I have to jump out of here. I want to thank everybody who jumped on. Share this. If you're not subscribing, subscribe. Share this. Share this live. I'll be back again. I might just do my lives on like Tuesday nights or Wednesday afternoons, you know. However it works out. Just be on the lookout for the next video. I'm getting back into putting out some more content soon. Let me know what you want to see on this channel, and let's just keep having fun. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody. And if you're a mod, it's gonna get crazy. I just know. But thank you again to everybody for being respectful. And I'll check you guys on Twitter. Everywhere else. This is a long goodbye, isn't it? But no, I'll check y'all.